Hey, from the dungeon, it's Jim Winter for this first week of February. Wow, February. Pitchers and catchers report this month, kids. And before we get started, what's on the reading list for this week? John Scalzi, your hate mail will be graded. And tomorrow, when you tune in, I'll have a review of...
Our database has been updated.
I really hate a bass. Anyway, tomorrow when you tune in, I will have a review of The God Engines, which is probably the strangest thing I have ever read out of Scalzi. And he writes some strange stuff. So, what's been going on? Well, obviously Holland Bay is chugging along, and as I said last week that I want to get it done by Valentine's Day. Looks like it might be sooner. We'll know more. Anytime you see this, it'll be well over 80,000 words. Hopefully, if I do my job right, I will probably be closer to 90 by the time you get to this. I'm not going to school this week, so I have nothing to impede my progress. Famous last words. Oh, hopefully by the time you see this, the Amazon flap will have settled down. Suffice to say, I'm sick of it. I'm pissed off at the company and won't be buying books from them again anytime soon. Won't ever buy a Kindle. I wasn't actually going to buy one to begin with because it's close to what I want in an ebook, but not quite. I want a standardized format. Kindle's kind of proprietary. The iPad's closer. I think that's going to be as close as we're going to get for a while to a standardized ebook format. We'll see. Apple usually tends to be proprietary too, but it's, I don't know, somehow I feel better about Apple doing it than Amazon. It's like Walmart coming up with their own version of the MP3. No, not buying it. Plus, Apple's not very big on DRM, and it's, you hear people like, let's fight ebook piracy. Kids, let's get this straight. DRM kills sales in any electronic format. Every time. You make it hard for people to buy it and use it, they're not going to buy it. That said, I still like microdisc books. So I'm not exactly in a big hurry for this to get... I'm not in a big hurry for the ebook situation to get resolved. I'm in a big hurry for, some author friends of mine with the Macmillan imprints to get their stuff back on Amazon. And that was just a gross overreaction from the company. It's like finding out the guy that you sit next to at work has had a psychotic break. I was like, that's fun, not eating lunch with you anymore, dude. So anyway, working on that. Not much else going on. I go back to school next week. I am required by the state of Ohio to take a third English composition class. Now you may think, wow, as a writer, that's really great. English Composition 3, at least in the state of Ohio, unless you're on a semester format, then it's the latter part of English Comp 2, it's literary criticism. To which you might be saying, well, you review books, that's great. That's right, I review books. I don't do literary criticism. And I've read so much of that stuff that it just makes me sick because it's some guy always showing off his Master's of Fine Arts degree. It's like, yeah, you've read the complete works of Shakespeare. So, yes, you have an opinion. That doesn't necessarily mean that I really feel entitled to your opinion. Anyway, we're some political pundits sometimes. Basically what happens is you get this degree and you're pretty much told that anything with a plot or doesn't take 20 pages to say what could be said in 3 is considered good writing. I consider it a reason to throw a book across the room. So you hear that, Franzen? I didn't finish the corrections. Anyway, so if anybody doubts that this beef with that kind of thinking on writing is legitimate, I challenge you to read Ken Broom's work, at least just for the style, let alone the plots or the characterization. his books are less than the average novel. And they're just so brilliantly written that if you don't get it on the story level, you get it on the style level. You know, you have to be tone deaf when you're reading not to get these books. On at least some level. And that's the way I feel. You know. So that's what I got to do for the next 9 weeks. And then we get into fun things like economics and psychology and, of course, all the technical stuff I'm learning. So that's what's going on this week. Hopefully next week I'll be telling you I finished the book. I will finish Holland Bay. That is going to feel so good. Hopefully also I'll find out that I didn't lose my shirt betting on the Colts, but, you know, New Orleans, I love you. I just kind of feel Peyton's going to do it. So, from the dungeon, Jim Winter, and I will talk to you all next week.